Follow up. I don't know how many of you went to early Mass, but thank you for making this your second stop. We also want to take a moment to thank the Schlaps for what they do. This movement is so key to our future. And we talk an awful lot about the history and what's gone on in the past and what America's faced before and how she was able to get through it. And these truly are the times that try men's souls. And we know what's going on right now. And when you watch what's happening in Ukraine, you've got to think to yourself, this is absolutely horrible. But just remember this, while we're watching what happens in Ukraine, China is working from the other side. The next thing what we will do is write a letter to China and say, please don't do mean things in Taiwan. We just wish you wouldn't do those things to us. The other thing I just point out to you, and the whole world's watching, our Western Hemisphere is under great attack. And I find nobody talking about it. South America, Central America, the Triangle. Let's not forget the deep water ports in Cuba. And let's look at both ends of the Panama Canal and see who has a major presence there. And then let's go to Africa and see what's happening over there, China. And if we think the only problem we have right now on our schedule is Ukraine, we are sadly mistaken. Now, I know that we're here because the last 13 months have been an absolutely disaster for all of us. I'm an automobile dealer, and I would have loved to stay in that business except for one thing. The Obama administration said, you know what, we're going to take away that one franchise from you. And I said, wait a minute, you have nothing to do with my franchises. I'm a General Motors dealer. That's a Cadillac franchise. You don't have any right to take it. They took it anyways. My choice was to go and fight it or just to go ahead and cave in. I fought it, I won, and the next thing I knew, I ended up in Congress, not as a politician, but as a private citizen concerned about his country and about the future of our 10 grandchildren. So people are talking about inflation right now. And please tell me, can you look at any product or any service and try to figure out what is this rocket ship ride we're on to higher prices on almost everything and the lack of availability of almost everything? It is incredible. In 13 months, what this administration has been able to do. Wouldn't it be great if we could say, you know, this is just President Biden making poor decisions. But we know it isn't just President Biden. We know this is a whole movement, a movement of people who absolutely hate this country. They look at us at CPAC and they think, whoa, you guys are a joke. You guys are phony. You guys don't have any idea about what our real mission in life is. Yes, we do. That's why we show up in great numbers. That's why we show up right across the board. I was remarking backstage about the variation in the people who are here. We have very young people. And then we have senior citizens, of which I'm part of. But it does come down to this. Why are you here? Are there issues that are bothering us? Yes, of course there's issues that are bothering us. We see the pain at the pump. Where I'm from, a lot of people, their source of energy is propane gas. And people say, what is that? I said, well, some of you think it's that little canister you'd use when you grill in the summertime. For us, it's much bigger, and it heats homes, and we cook our food that way and everything. That has gone up over 50-some%. And it's not because there's a lack of propane. But it suggests that when we look at what's going on with the amount of money that has been printed, and if we wonder about inflation, could it possibly be because the dollar is worth so much less? And if you didn't know it was our treasury, you would swear there were counterfeiters that were flooding the market with this. The inflation is here. It's not transitory. It's permanent. We see no reason for it to change. When we shut down our Keystone Pipeline and then ask the bad actors around the world, would you please make up for what we turned off on ourselves? And by the way, whatever price you put on it, please, 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 just send it to us. We will buy it. And you can use the money we send you to build your military. What a fool's errand this president has been on. Well, I told you I have 10 grandchildren, which I had nothing to do with. My wife started it, but then the kids went on their own. And I think a lot of you understand how that works. So, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But we really are at a point in our history where patriots have to show up in great numbers. Patriots. So Thomas Paine made that suggestion back in 1776, when our Revolutionary War was at its worst, when General Washington had just lost New York City, and his men were deserting him because it was near the end of the year, and their contracts were running out. But Paine comes out with an incredible thing, and he says, this is the sunshine patriots and the summer soldiers will shrink from their responsibility in this crisis. You are the winter warriors. You are the winter patriots. You are the true heart of America. You are the ones who will fight to the very end because you know it's the right thing to do. Let me leave you with this idea. And for most of us that have played athletics, we know the difference between winning and losing is 1 point. 1 point. What does that require of us? I would just ask you, for you're here this weekend, never take a day off, never take a playoff, because every day may be the last day you have to make a difference, and every play may be the last play you can run that you can win the game. So please, let's stay together as Americans. Let's make sure that we watch out not only for our children's future, but our future. God bless you, CPAC. I'll see you